Hello, Mathematical Logic Standard 12. Without using truth tables, show that P double implies Q is equivalent to this. This question may be asked as prove that P double implication Q is equivalent to this. In that question, we will have two ways of the solution, either this way or by having the truth table, preparing the truth table. That is also correct and this is also correct if the question reads prove this. But here it is without using the truth table then prove this. That means truth table we can't draw. So I have given in the last video some of the rules, laws. Explain those laws. Now this is actually the utilization of those laws. One example I will have to take because this is the most difficult question for general students. 90% of the students do not solve such questions, and logics is an easy topic, but this topic if you are not prepared then it is a very difficult topic. How to utilize that? With some simple things we can prove it. LHS is equal to P implies Q. What is the meaning of this? P implies Q, Q implies P. Double implication, P double implication Q. So P implies Q, Q implies P. That is what I have written. P, this I have closed. P implies Q and Q implies P. This is that statement. That is equivalent to P implies Q is P simple implication Q, single implication Q is equivalent to negation P or Q. From where it has come? P implies Q is equivalent to negation P or Q. This is the conditional law. What is that conditional law? From the truth table this has come. There is no other separate law. Prepare the truth table for this. Prepare the truth table for this and they will be equal. From that it is taken P implies Q is equivalent to negation P or Q. Now, this you have understood. What is the name? Conditional law. This is the condition. That's why the name is conditional law. Now, here it is the distributive law. What is that distributive law? That also I will tell you. Here it is negation P. By this negation P, distribution is done on this bracket. Negation P, this is and negation Q or P. What it is, I'll just explain it. How much difficult it is? It is not difficult. See, 3x into bracket 7x minus 1. Here it is into. What you do? 3 into 3x into 7x. This you do. Then this sign is what? Minus. 3x into 1. Same way, look at this. This is 3x. This is and, means into. Now for this I will take another example also. 2x plus 5 into another bracket x minus 1. Here it is into. These 2x will be distributed on this, means the 2x into x minus 1. See here. negation P into, like that, means 2x and this bracket. Then next what I take? Plus 5 into x minus 1. So this and this bracket. Then in the numbers I have just taken 5, but here before this it is OR sign. So what I will do? I will utilize this sign over here, or Q and this whole bracket. So simply you have to understand it. If you go on learning without understanding, whole year will be finished, but the laws will not be learned. And if though learned, cannot be utilized. Now, this distribution you have understood. Now for this is also the distribution law. I had done the diploma. Negation P and negation Q. Then here it is OR. Negation P and P. This is the distribution. Means for this bracket, this much is there. So this has come here. Now here, this OR as it is. I am writing it properly so that you can see it in, clearly in the video. OR as it is. Q and negation Q. Then what is next? OR. Q and P. What is the result? Distribution law. Now next, for this negation P and P, what is it? It's a complement. Negation P, this is negation P switch and this is a P switch. Try to send the current. Now if this is off, this is negation, this is off, that time this will be on. But the current will not go. Now the condition will be when this is on. Because these are the two terminals of the set, they are opposite terminals, so this will become off. In any case, current will not pass. That's why negation P and P is false. Or this is also Q and Q, same way. Q and negation Q, that is also false. Or as it is. That is a complement law. What is that complement? Negation Q and negation P and P, F, like that. Now, negation P and negation Q as it is. With that, a switch, false switch is added in parallel. Let us see. This is negation P and Q. Negation P and negation Q. And in this, a parallel switch, false switch is added and a current is passed through this. Will the current depend upon this? It is a false switch. False switch means wire is cut. Current cannot jump through that. That is called as a false switch. Means the wires are just hanging. They are not coming in contact because there is a false switch. That means whatever will go by this way only. Means this is not going to decide. Then why you have put the wires? Remove those wires. These wires are of no use. Remove those wires. That is the meaning of this. that means this false switch is or has no meaning at all. Or here also this false switch is in or, so no use of this false switch. But one thing, by this time I have to remind you, if this false switch is in and, then everything will be false, result will be false. If and this whatever it is, it will be, answer will be always false. So in some of the questions may be needed to write F and anything. Say suppose it is F and negation P and negation Q. What would be the resultant of this? False switch. This is always here. Before going, there is always a cut circuit. What you are adding is not of any use. That means it is always false. This is equivalent to false. In MCQ, such questions may come because these are very important questions. Okay. Only learning the questions cannot give you good marks. You have to understand, interpret it properly. Then the difficult level questions will be easy. Only on the small steps it becomes easy. Now this is done. Commutation. What is meant by commutation? To commit means to go to some place. Shift the place. That is known as the commutation. Means if I shift the places of this Q and P I will bring here. In that also I can interchange them, P and Q. Why? What is the use? Because in the proof they want like this. P and Q they want. They don't want Q and P. That's why it is inverted. So P and Q brought here. Or this afterwards. What you have done? You have shifted the things over here and there. So that is commutation. So LHS is equal to RHS. This is all the way how you have to go on such questions without using the truth table. Solve the following. This becomes a very difficult question. 100% try to understand. Some students have asked me. There are many good comments. Give some time for writing. So I think this much time is very sufficient for you to write. Why? Because the lecture becomes too long and it is very difficult for me to upload it. And technically I am not that much sound as you are. When the college will start, that time I will learn from you. Okay then. So now this video is clear. I will see what is not covered. That also I will cover in this, from this lesson, and then I will stop this lesson and then start the another one, mostly Math 2, either derivative or integration.